Today I'll be building a battle over 5,000 years in the making. My hope is to soon show you a table-sized Lego city, but before I get there, I need to practice my scenery building. First thing I need to do is to sort out my minifigs, find out what I have and finding the right weapons and attire to go with the right age. I secretly discovered a new passion for placing minifigs in the right position for maximum action. It was just nice. But more on that later. As you can see, I have loads for the future and the castle age, but not so many for the stone age. So it won't be much of a battle, but I guess I'm gonna have to figure something out.
Hey.
So now that I have my minifigs, they're gonna need a piece of land to fight over. I really like how this water cuts and curves through the land, leaving two natural borders for them to fight over. Now that we have the land, we need the battle. I said we need the battle. Ah, bugger, I'm gonna have to edit myself out of this the old-fashioned way.
One eternity later.
First battle here, set in the Stone Age, tells the story of the first meeting between the Homo sapiens and Neanderthals. The ice sheet is still covering half of Europe, but for some reason some of these sapiens be crazy, moving further and further north. So far north, the wind starts hurting your face. But that didn't deter this family of homos venturing further and further north into the territories of the Neanderthals. I gave the Neanderthals different colored faces because that's what you did back then, right? You fought people with different colored faces. I gave them capes and long hair to make them look more bulky, and basically did what I could to make them look more fierce and more primitive. Even though they had bigger brains and bigger muscles, they seemed to have lost the fight. Second battle takes place in the Iron Age. This time we've evolved from fighting people with different colors to fighting people with different colored clothes or flags or something. Try religion. Here I have the Green King against the Red King. This is my favorite setup of them all. It's very action-packed. There's a lot more going on in this fight here. So the story is set up. As you can see, I've got a critical green guy here sneaking through past the bridge, past his brethren, managed to spook the horse, and now he sees a path to slay the Red King. The Red King is an old half-blind king that's been in power for way too long and just surrounded himself with yes men. So despite he's seen the runner, he's trying to tell his bodyguard about it. Unfortunately, his bodyguard is not too bright and distracted, and well, thanks to nepotism, not very capable. So leave a comment if you think he'll make it to the king. The Green King, on the other hand, is very young and motivated, believes in the natural, that's why he's got a deer on his shield. Well, that, and he likes bucks. He hires people based on capability, motivation, and, well, if they have a green shirt. Unfortunately, the best archer has taken an arrow to the neck. He doesn't seem too bothered about the whole thing, but maybe it's because there's a play going around, or maybe he just knows that it's gonna get a lot more violent. So press like if you want to see more violence. And if you're not subscribed, I will get violent with you. Moving on to the bridge, I love the composition. I'm so happy how everything worked out here. It's a little bit difficult to see the different teams up here, but once you clock that they got different hats on, it makes it a lot easier. So here I'll just show you the specialized pieces I used on each side to make it look like they were mid-movement. Third battle is Modern Warfare, in which we've evolved into fighting against, well, still flags I guess and colors, but guerrilla warfare now. And we all know if this continues, what weapons the next one will be fought with. The whole thing is bananas when you think about it, but more on that later. Wait, what? This scene tells the story of an army getting ready to cross the river into the city, but the freedom fighters are planning to block their only route into the city. Unfortunately, the headquarters have been blown up by military shielding 1,000 miles away. It was interesting to build something that's been blown up because you have to think about where everything was, is, and will be. But I just put a lot of flames in there hoping to convey a lot of the story. Luckily there was one freedom fighter outside taking a piss, so he managed to grab a bazooka and stop the first wave of soldiers entering the city. I'm not gonna say much about this except where do you think this hits on the Tarantino scale? I think we're gonna shut up for a moment here and let this story just unfold. Let me know in the comments what you think happens. Do they blow up the bridge? Do they not? Finally, we have the future, or the far future we hope. Basically, whatever wars that were fought before, they're all with rocks, papers, and scissors and stones now. This scene here depicts a crashed alien ship landing, upsetting the water people, which have evolved this way after all the radiation. There are still some humans roaming about, living the Mad Max motorcycle lifestyle. Again, I like the interactability with this build. It gives a little bit more of a fun edge to the whole build. But I do have a long way to go with the whole scenery building. But hopefully in time I'll get myself a good little Lego city with all the parks and trees and hills and good stuff you need to fill out a Lego city. But that's all for me this time. I'd like to thank you for watching. As always, have a good day. See you later. Bye.